Hi, my loves. I know you think I've forgotten about you. I have not. I've been a terrible, awful person. I've been neglecting you, but I'm going to be honest. I'm tired. So you know how I told you, like, oh, I'm going to show you my bracket, da da da. Well, that was the plan. However, I went to Vegas last week, and I still have not recovered. Vegas was fun. It was safe travels. I'm actually preparing to go back in about 2 weeks oh wow. I'll be in Vegas in 2 weeks from today, actually, again. So, but y'all not here to hear about my personal life and why I've been neglecting you. You're here because it's time to talk about sports. And that's what we do here at the Zicky Zone. So, this video, I will talk about my bracket. I think right now we're in the middle of the Sweet 16 round. I believe Kentucky is playing some team that they're beating up on by a whole lot. And then UNC already lost. And yeah, that's all I have for you. And then tomorrow, Louisville plays, Oklahoma plays, Duke plays, and Gonzaga. They all play tomorrow. They don't play each other, but those are the teams that are from my bracket. So I'm going to show you. You can see, right? Here's my bracket. Now, this was my first time. I think I did pretty well my first time. Those that are circled are those teams that I have selected to actually still be up until this round. So, like I said before, Louisville's still playing, Oklahoma's still playing, Duke is still playing, Gonzaga's still playing, and Kentucky are still playing. My Western bracket section is just shot to shit, basically. Sorry, I don't mean to cuss. I really don't use bad language, but sorry, but it's shot to shit. UNC freaking lost today, so there goes that. They won't be going to the Elite Eight. Kentucky's about to win. And then, like I said, Louisville, Oklahoma, Duke, and Gonzaga, they all play tomorrow. And I'm actually not sure who their opponents are because their opponents are not the opponents I picked on my bracket. So, that aside, still have Duke to take it all. We'll see. The action is getting good. It's getting good. So, Elite 8 will be the weekend, the 28th and 29th, which will then go to the Final Four, which is actually April 4th. That's when all the teams play, and then the championship is April 6th. So we're looking at a couple days from now, a couple weeks from now, about a week and a half from now. Awesome sauce. So, for all of you bracketeers out there, how did you do? Did you do just as good as I did? Not so good? Let me know. Drop a line after you watch this video. Leave a comment. How did you do? For myself as a newbie, although at this round, late in the round, I'm not doing so hot, I'm actually really happy and pleased that 5 of the teams that I have selected are still playing. I mean, these games are, down to the last minute. I had a couple of close games. I didn't have because I obviously wasn't playing, but there were a couple of close games that teams I had winning. They just couldn't pull it out in the final minute. So that's really, I feel bad for the boys. They work so hard, and then to be elected into the NCAA tournament. I mean, these guys, they work really hard and they practice really hard. And for some of them, that it's their meal ticket. I pray that these young men have other plans and not just completely 100% invested in basketball, just because there's other ways to make it out of your current situation or your current circumstance. But we'll see. Like I said, they work really hard. They train and practice really hard. And you want to win. You want to win. But we all know there can always only ever be one winner. And so right now, Kentucky is still the fan favorite. And I know that people are like, why would Duke win if they go up against Kentucky? And not saying that Duke is the underdog. It's just that, and don't get me wrong, Calipari is an excellent coach. He has a great program down there in Kentucky. But I think because all of the eggs are stacked to Kentucky, that I think adds additional pressure on them. And sometimes when you're in that final hour, things go wrong. And so I'm choosing Duke off of that slight chance that something goes wrong for Kentucky. I can't be upset if either team wins. I just can't be. But, my bracket, you only have to choose one team. So, ladies and gentlemen, my lovebirds, love bugs, I once again want to apologize for being an absentee Ziggy. You will see a whole lot more of me. The playoffs are on the way for the NBA. And the Warriors have won the Pacific Division the first time since the 1974-1975 season. So I'm super excited about that. I'm very proud of them for that. I mean, they've been in the playoffs, for the last couple of years, but to actually win the division, I think is a huge accomplishment. They're still underrated. And I'm like, they have the best team in the entire NBA right now, but nevertheless, playing in the West Coast and people, Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, they all have names, but it's like, it's one thing to have a team full of stars versus a team with one superstar. And so the one thing that the Warriors have is a team full of stars, like Klay Thompson, star, Steph Curry, star, Andre Iguodala, star. David Lee, though he's sluggish and needs to get it together, he's still a star. Draymond Green, he's a rising star. Harrison Barnes, he's a rising star. You have solid players like Barbosa and Sean Livingston. They're not stars, but definitely they are no snoozes either. So you think about a well-rounded team such as that. And then, I'm sorry to my big man, Bogut and Murray Spates. Those two are solid. Bogut, he's a star too. Murray Spates, he's a solid guy. So it's no wonder why they're in their position. It's just unfortunate that they're not receiving all of the accolades a LeBron James team would. The Cavaliers, they have a superstar. Then there's a star, Kyrie Irving. And then Kevin Love. So I think that's why the Warriors aren't getting their due respect. But it doesn't matter. They don't need it. They don't need all the bells and whistles because, I'm going to save that shade for later. Ta-ta!